if you're a brand new copywriter, or even a seasoned copywriter, because this works really good for, even seasoned copywriters, any copywriter. But especially if you're new, these 19 tips from Ben Settle can help you out. And I got this from an email. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these in a Google Doc so you can read them later. All you got to do is make a copy. Let's get started. Number one, I'm not going to read them word for word, but I'll basically tell you the notes. Detach from caring what anybody but the market thinks about a product idea, marketing idea, or copywriting idea. So the only people that matter is the people you're selling to. Everybody's so negative, especially on Facebook. When you post a critique of a copy or something like that, people just, bash you and say, you shouldn't be in this business. That's happened to me before. But it don't matter what they think. What matters is whoever you're selling to. It matters what they think, and that's it. So don't worry about everybody else. And I'm not saying don't get a critique, because obviously do, but don't worry about the negativity. Number two, the only purpose of a website, if it's direct response, is to build a list, and probably every single copywriter, writer, or writing related person will fight you on this, which is true. But ignore them, as they know not what they are saying, and are most likely following Ben's advice without even realizing it. Yeah, the sole purpose of a website, if direct response, is to build a list, because you don't sell on the website, you sell in email. And without building a list, what's the point of the website? There is no point. I see so many businesses, especially brick and mortar businesses, and why they might say they're not direct response. Their business, all it does is it talks about them, and they could be doing better, and getting people to take some kind of action, like become a lead or something. But instead, it just talks about them, assuming that they'll call. Number three, invest in and study Earl Nightingale's Lead the Field audio program ASAP. I just got done listening to that yesterday. You can find it on YouTube. Anything Earl Nightingale. He's got a couple of them. They're really good. And there's one in particular. I can't remember the exact name of it, but it's got steps to follow for like 30 days or something like that, and to get whatever result you want. If it's to get rich, lose weight, or whatever. But Ben says Lead the Field audio program. I don't know if there's actually a program aside from YouTube video, but I know the YouTube video is really good. Don't pay for information on products, but do buy them. We'll not explain further here, so I'll explain. Don't pay for products. You see a lot of people buying course after course after course and not doing anything. But what he's saying is buy the program, because when you buy it and take action and get results, then you really didn't pay for it. It's an investment, but you made more money than you would have actually paid for it. Polarization is far more effective than moderation. Ben Settle is extremely polarizing, and people that don't like him, they hate him, right? But they keep reading the stuff. People that like him, they love him. There's no in between, really. Remember back in the day, remember Duck Dynasty? Phil Robertson, they tried to cancel him because he said, if you're gay, you won't make it into the kingdom of heaven. That's polarization. The people that like them, now they love them, and because they believe the same thing. And the people that, I guess kind of liked him or didn't like him, now they hate him. And there's not really, if you're really polarizing, like he's saying, you're either on one end or on the other, not in the middle. And the people that are on the positive end, they're going to buy from you. And the other people they're going to help you build your business, because they're going to keep talking about you. Number six, ignore all marketing related advice you see on social media until you can discern what is good advice and what is baboon shit. Yeah. Don't follow a loser into losing, if that makes sense. Strategical thinking will make you far more than critical thinking or technical thinking. Yeah. What I like to do is, you always want to have a strategy and stick to the strategy. Technical thinking is your little tips and tricks that everybody has, the little hacks and stuff. The hacks don't really matter. I'm not saying it won't get results, but the strategy, if you stick to the same strategy, it's going to get you better results than to keep jumping from tactic to tactic. Don't think like a writer, think like a publisher. Absolutely. Publishers, they're solely meant to get people to read their stuff. Writers, They just write. But a publisher, they know how to get people to read their stuff. They know how to write headlines and good copy. And it's, even if they don't say they do, because they're not really a copywriter per se. But a publisher, the whole point is to get people to click and go down some kind of rabbit hole. And it's basically what they do. I mean, look at politics right now. Never engage one-on-one with a troll who has less influence than you. Absolutely. What Ben does is he trolls these people. So he basically blasts them out to his list. And they're fun to read, actually. But if you go one-on-one with a troll, or who has less influence than you, and basically it pretty much takes your influence and brings it down. Number 10, for sales skills, read everything you can to get your hands on by Jim Camp, Barry Meyer, and Joe Girard. I don't know the second two, but Jim Camp is the world's best negotiator. I think he worked with the FBI. He's really good. But if you can learn to negotiate, that's going to help your offers and your all-around writing. Superior customer service will forgive a lot of marketing sins. That's true. I mean, people don't care about you. They care about the way you make them feel. Customer service, if you do it really good, people will be extremely happy to come back, even if something was wrong, especially as long as you fixed it. Number 12, build a network as quickly and as aggressively as you can. I'm going to say that you don't have to know anything about copywriting. If you know how to network and build a good network, it's far superior to writing. Because if you know the right people, they can get you around the right audience, pretty much. Stay out of debt and don't put any business-related products or training on a credit card. Go dig ditches or something until you can afford it. That's true. I mean, I know people that have built up $30,000 worth of debt before they ever made a single dollar. Then every bit of profit they would have made goes to paying off that debt. So they just start $30,000 in the hole when they make their first dollar. That's not a good idea. Go do something that you could pay for, and every bit of that is profit. And especially if you want to quit your job, let's just say that you want $5,000 a month. Will help you quit your job. If you're paying debt with that money instead, you might be another year or two in your job because you ran up so much debt. Sorry. Problem solving is a far more value skill than solution giving. There's a story that man told about a guy that something was wrong, like he had a flat tire on his bike or something. I think that's what it was. He had a flat tire on his bike. So the guy, instead of fixing it, he told Ben how to fix it. So now Ben don't need the guy anymore. If he would just fix it and gave the bike back, tire goes flat again, he's coming back. But now he knows how to fix the bike. And, it don't matter if you're looking to fix the bike yourself or not. But now that guy, he just basically told somebody how to do something. He basically took himself out of a job. Number 15, everyone, yes, me included, is full of crap until proven otherwise. Don't go around just following people's advice. You have to make sure, you have to prove them otherwise. 16, understand that being popular is not necessarily the same as being in demand and vice versa. You can be an influencer and be broke. You can be an in-demand copywriter and nobody knows who you are and make a killing. Learn the difference between selling and pitching and know when to do it. Yeah, I mean, that speaks for itself. You can never have too many merchant accounts. There's another story that man told. He had a merchant account and they shut him down. In the meantime, until he gets another one, he's got no money coming in. So now he says he has like 7 or 8 of them, because if one goes down, you just go right to the next one. Finally, do not buy any of my higher ticket books or subscribe to the email players newsletter. You aren't ready, especially if you don't have a real business yet. Besides needing a real business, how will you know when you're ready? The answer, if you have to ask, you're not ready. So he sells the email players clubs to people that already have a list full of people that need to be doing better. So you already have to be making money when you come to Ben. If not, it's not going to help you at all. He don't teach how to build a list. He teaches how to sell to a list that you already have. So what I did, I'm going to take this, I'm going to put it in a Google Doc, make a copy of it, And what I did is I printed it and put it on my wall so I could look at it, anytime I need to. But if you don't do that, at least, put it somewhere where you can see it a lot. If you go to your Google Drive a lot, put it there, just somewhere you can see it a lot. But there's no opt-in required. But go save it, and I'll see you again soon.